Good Saturday afternoon. Meteorologist Ed Valley here with Valley Weather Consulting, and we got another snow event possibly coming up here Sunday night into Monday. It's Easter if you celebrate tomorrow, Passover if you celebrate as well. So it's we're not supposed to be dealing with this in April, right? But here we are. So as we move through today and into tonight, not a bad day, but as we get into the first half of Sunday, a few rain and snow showers expected here across the entire region. Temperatures will be pretty marginal, mainly in the 30s and even some 40s. So mainly liquid is expected outside of the higher elevations. But along this stalled frontal boundary, you see it here. This is where we're going to be watching another disturbance marching right across the I-70 and I-80 corridors into the evening hours on Sunday and into Monday. This is about 1 a.m. on Monday. Notice snow breaking out across western PA, and that'll traverse the I-80 corridor into southern New England here late in the day and into the first thing on Monday morning. Now, we look here and we see this. This is by 4 a.m. Notice snow is pretty much covering the entire Pennsylvania I-80 corridor and even into New York City here. The morning commute in New York City is probably going to be wet for the most part. I mean, temperatures are going to be pretty close to freezing across the mid-Atlantic here. But just inland, with any elevation, I think we're going to be dealing with a lot of accumulation, especially on grassy and colder surfaces. But even secondary roads could become pretty slick here Monday morning, thanks to some pretty moderate snow, I think, and temperatures largely in the 20s to near 30, especially again across the interior. But snow will quickly wind down by 7 a.m. across central Pennsylvania, and by probably noon or so, it's done across southern New England as well, maybe one or two in far eastern southern New England. But it's a pretty impressive amount of precipitation coming with this system. You generally see here about 2/10 to 6/10 along the I-80 corridor into southern New England. That's an impressive amount that's going to fall largely as snow here. So at a 10-to-1 ratio, that's a quick 3 to 6 inches across a lot of this area. I think that's on the high end. I think with the fact that some of this is going to be falling during the day, especially across southern New England, I think it's closer to maybe 2 to 4 inches. But I think a large, widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall is certainly on the table here. I'm going to just run through some of the other data that we have as well. This is the European model. Notice a little bit further south, but still 2 to 4 inches in this blue area. Notice 6+ in the purple. So certainly it's being supported by some other data. The GFS model has been trending northward with time as well. You can see a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall on this model as well. And then we look at the NAM model. Same thing. Again, a widespread 3 to 6 inch snow. And then we take a look at the final regional Canadian model. We notice this only goes out through 8 a.m. on Monday, but you can see a nice swath of 3 to 6, maybe even locally more than that in south central PA and some higher elevations. So certainly a legitimate snowfall threat here Sunday night into Monday. Here's the latest snowfall map we are rolling with right now. And you can see generally 2 to 4 inches along the I-80 corridor down to I-70 as well, into southern New England, mainly on those colder surfaces, car tops, grassy surfaces, deck railings, things like that. Roads, much less. 1 to 2 inches probably in New York City. A little bit warmer, again, mainly on colder surfaces. Then coating to 2 all the way up into southern Vermont and New Hampshire, with a 4 to 8 inch possibility here in the Laurel Highlands of Pennsylvania down into the higher elevations of Maryland and West Virginia. So certainly a legitimate late season snow threat here. I'll be updating throughout the weekend. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great Saturday and a great Easter, and we'll talk to you again soon.